Okay, now in the last module, I showed you a little bit about doing on-site SEO, but I actually forgot to show you some settings about using the Yoast SEO plugin. Now, you might have heard of it before. I'll just quickly show you what it looks like in the plugins list. So, you would have maybe already installed this with the top 20 plugins. So here's Yoast, and the main reason I use Yoast is to basically decide how I want the page to look on Google, the listing. Now, Yoast actually has a bunch of other sort of analytical things, about, the percentage of words you should have and all that sort of stuff. But I believe a lot of this stuff is not relevant anymore. You just need to focus on good quality content and those things that I mentioned in the last video. If you do that, your pages will rank and you don't need to worry about these little metrics things. But essentially what I'm using Yoast for is to edit my snippet of how it shows up on Google. So if we go and have a look, for example, I'm going to type in DJ Hire Melbourne, and we're going to see how my DJ business looks on Google. Here it is actually. Here's the maps listing, but that's something separate. If we come down a bit further, and you'll see this is my website here. So I put my keyword in the first part of the title because the keyword does matter, and I think if you really want to rank for a keyword, you put it first thing in the title of the snippet. Next thing I do is put the business name, and then we're putting some kind of clickbaity call to action. So see the profiles, get a quote. So we want to do something like that. Now, for the actual text here, you can actually decide what you want to say. You can write a whole thing here and say, our DJ service, blah blah blah. But what I normally do is I leave this blank and I let Google decide what it wants to show as a snippet, because what it's going to show is really depending on what they type. Like they might not type exactly DJ Hire Melbourne, they might type in best DJs Melbourne, and that also happens to be on your page, and so it sort of takes a snippet from your website. Let's see if my website is ranking. Here it is. So you'll see that now that I've typed best DJs Melbourne, it's actually picked a different snippet. Our DJ companies offers some of the best music mixologists in the Melbourne area. We provide affordable DJs, so let's put that word in there for a minute. Affordable DJs Melbourne. Okay, here we are again, so I'm ranking again, and you see it's put a different snippet again, but the point is that I just like to let Google decide what the snippet is most of the time, except for my city pages. This is actually one of my city pages, DJ Hire Melbourne. This one I've put the keyword in here, which is DJ Hire Melbourne, Melbourne's mobile DJ Hire experience. Then I've just kind of whacked the keyword in there. I put another keyword, wedding DJs Melbourne, see the profiles, get an instant quote in less than 3 minutes. So it's something to try and get their attention. If we come back to this, we might say for this snippet, I'm going to delete all this stuff here. We're just going to put DJ Hire Sunshine Coast, because that's what we want to rank for this example page that I'm creating. So DJ Hire Sunshine Coast, we'll put the business name, Sunny Coast DJs. There's a button just above the enter or below the backspace on your keyboard, and if you push shift and push that, it's going to put one of those separators, and then you put your call to action like get a quote or visit our website. So that looks nice, it looks a lot better than how it was before. Now, as I said, you can make a little bit of a spiel here, or you can just leave it. I prefer to leave it. and then let Google decide what that snippet's going to show. So that's basically all we're going to use Yoast for. We're disabling the sitemap, and we're not really paying any regard to any of this reading analysis. This doesn't hold much credibility anymore, because look, years ago when I first started building websites, I used to follow this stuff, but that was when I really knew nothing about SEO. And the truth is that in the last 4 or 5 years, Google has become much more advanced, almost like a human reading an article. So these metrics are a bit mechanical. You need to really focus on having good content, stuff that makes people want to keep on reading to the end of the page. And that's what's going to hold people on your website longer, and that's what's going to make Google want to rank your website. So that's about all for the Yoast plugin, and I'll see you in the next module.